Ronan McGarrity over in Castlebar, and indeed by all of his Mayo colleagues this afternoon. Right now, though, here on the programme, we're going to reflect on this evening's Munster Hurling Championship semi-final replay between Limerick and Waterford. Now, that game was played this evening in Thurles. The commentator is Timmy McCarthy, and he's joined by Donald O'Grady.
Justin McCarthy has made 3 changes to Limerick's starting lineup for today's replay. Dennis Maloney comes in at half-back instead of Stephen Walsh, while up front Paul Brown and David Breen replace James O'Brien and Donny Ryan. Waterford's Davy Fitzgerald has reshaped his side for today's game. The McGrath brothers are out, Ken has picked up an injury, and Owen also makes way. Tony Brown comes into the team, probably at wing-back, to make his 50th championship appearance and become only one of 18 players from any county to reach that milestone. Shane O'Sullivan, long ball down to Gary Hurney, who's gone in full forward as expected. Good catch there by Hurney. Kelly gets away from his man, pops it with his left hand off the post, and the second point of the game for Kelly. 2 early points for Waterford. Very good start by the men from Southeast. Damien Rail, as he did in the second half last week, very strong there defensively. Paul Brown to Niall Moore. Moore gets away from the cover, looks back for Brown. Brown's a pacey half forward. But Waterford are tenacious in the defence at the moment. Limerick being harried and hassled all over the field. Dinny Maloney. He's through, he has a chance here, yes. Oh, good block down, that time by the Waterford defence. Declan Prendergast strong in that. And Shane O'Sullivan again picks up another ball and sets Waterford on the attack. Milan against Rain, Milan is through! Oh, great save by Murray! Hurry with the follow-up, but that was a great save by Brian Murray. What a chance stolen for Waterford.
Great chance from Milan if we see it again, to me, and maybe he should have just batted it over the head of the keeper, but a very good save and crucial for Limerick.
Again the breaky ball picked up by Waterford. Owen Kelly in front of his man all the time so far in this game. Stephen Malumphey has a chance. He's unopposed. Count it, says the referee. 3 for Waterford, and really, when Waterford are attacking, they're getting really wide open opportunities. Watch it here again. Kelly with the ball to Malumphey. He's wide open. Poor defence by Limerick. Noel Connors does the clearing up. And Richie Foley. Again, a lot of loose play at the moment. Nobody picking it cleanly. But this time is captured. Looking inside. Hurney's inside. Has he a chance? Oh, didn't take possession cleanly and missed a good scoring opportunity there. Damien Ray with the puck out. That was a chance there for Hurney inside. Mark O'Riordan this time sweeps up against Owen Kelly. Kevin Moran looks Milan. Milan takes it at the second attempt. He spins left, he spins right, and he puts it right over the bar. John Milan, the first chance to get a point. He missed the goal opportunity earlier, but he took his man left, he took his man right, and he just had it class to put it right over the bar. Donald Waterford very dominant in the early stages.
Well, this is a chance with Hurney now, and you know, he might have been better off if he took it down with 2 hands in a hurley. To me, he might have caught it then, and just when he just swivel tapped it in. But that's the second glorious chance that Waterford missed. But it also shows the value of having a very, very good cornerback, because Real tied up very, very well there and cleared it away.
Chance here for Seamus Hickey. Oh, nice point by Hickey. Puck out came down, was broken down for Limerick to Seamus Hickey, and the midfielder put it right between the posts. Long puck out off to the side, looking for Seamus Prendergast. He does well to take possession. Dinny Maloney walking hard to get back. It's into Milan. Again he gets in front of Rail. Can he convert it this time? Strikes with the left hand, and the umpire says, count that as well, John. Great play by Milan. looked to have lost possession. And watch it here. Rail working hard, Milan lost control, and from a very difficult angle, slotted it right over the bar. Jamie Nagle gets it up, but Brian Gary goes back to pick it up. Gets sent it back to Damien Rail. Hassled by Waterford all the time, but he gets a good clearance. This time it's picked up by James Ryan. Long range effort by Ryan. His second championship game, and he's got another point for his county. Picked it up from the loose play, got away from the cover, and struck it from long range. Good play by Ryan. James Ryan, he gets it back to Morton. Can Morton get away from the cover? Yes, he gets away from it. Oh, great point by Niall Morton. Knew he couldn't catch it for the second occasion. Got a good pass from Ryan and got away from the cover. Great score on that occasion.
Did everything right there because he was very patient here when he could see the batsman on him. He kept it on, kept possession, kept on moving on, there was something on, and when in the way he tapped it over. Fabulous point by Niall Morton.
Looking for John Milan. He gets it for the rail this time. Slips on the first occasion. Gets this space. Strikes it cleanly. 3 shots in the target for Milan for points. 3 points for him. Shane O'Sullivan walks hard in the middle of the field again for Waterford. This time the loose play is picked up by Waterford. It's Tony Brown. Hard work, a tenacious work by Paul Brown. Gets it to James Ryan. To David Breen. It's quite in the first half, held by Owen Murphy quite. This time he strikes it out on the angle of it, and then not from one part to the other. Smashing score by David Breen. He was quite in the first half, Donald, but what a start to the second half by Breen.
Yeah, picked up by James Ryan there. A lot of work to do, Tony Brown and Owen Murphy giving a bit of hassle, and from the sideline, that's a fantastic score to me.
Michael Brick Walsh goes back against Andrew O'Shaughnessy, and he clears, but it's looking like Seamus Hickey is waiting for it. But Shane O'Sullivan cleans it. This will be the score of the game if he makes it. Yes, it is. Great play by Shane O'Sullivan. So the ball slips beyond Niall Morton, but he walks out to get it back. Owen Murphy, tenacious, breaks out of that crowd, gets it to Dan. Inside to John Milan. This time he goes left, away from Diddy Maloney, and he strikes it. Breaking ball, picked up by the man that's just come on, Owen McGrath, to Dan Shannon, the other sub that came on. Dan gets away from 3 or 4 players, looks to fight for Prendergast, but it comes nicely to Milan, off the left, and counted, says John. Smashing play by Milan. Took the pass, maybe a bit fortunate to receive it here, because Prendergast thought he had it, but Dolan another smashing strike.
Well, I just said it to me, you know, get the ball in as fast, with Milan in this form, plan A, B, C and D to me is get the ball into Milan as fast as possible.
This time it's picked up by Owen Foley. 3 Waterford men get back to recover. Shane O'Sullivan under pressure from Owen Foley. Strikes it down. Milan ahead of Dinny Maloney. Gets away from him, he goes right, he goes left. He shakes, he breaks, he puts it over the bar. Donald, that time he did the right thing. Got away from the cover, and a smashing point by John Milan.
Yeah, and he was very patient to me as well. You see him, he just took the tackle at the right time, moved away then, and slotted it straight over the bar. And the man in the match performance, really 6 points in play. He's setting the crowd alight every time he gets the ball to me. He's on song, he's giving a great performance.
He's on song indeed, and he has the crowd in raptures, John Milan here in Semple Stadium. But Limerick very much in this game. Seamus Hickey driving through. Shortens the grip of the hurley. That's a rebel-rousing point by Seamus Hickey. his second point of the game. Donald.
And what was so good to me is he couldn't catch it the third time. He had used up his catches. He had to leave it on the hurley and he struck it out of the bar. Fantastic score from Hickey, who's having a great game for Limerick, really showing great heart and great determination.
Seamus Prendergast picks up the loose play. Owen Kelly is on his own. He has the space of Turles. He has the accuracy of a great striker, and he's just got his 8th point of the game. Nice play by Prendergast, Donald. Yeah. And Owen Kelly had plenty of space and freedom.
Yeah, fed him in there, but lovely touch from Owen Kelly. Knocked into his hand in the same stride over the bar.
Owen Foley picks it up to Brian Geary. Oh, nice block down by Seamus Prendergast. But it goes back to Seamus Hickey. To David Breen. Breen doesn't catch it cleanly, but he recovers and picks it up. He's through this time. Has he a chance for a goal? Smashing save by Clinton Hennessy. But David Breen lost possession. He's asking, was I fouled? He talks to Brian Gavin. Watch it here, Donald. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, he feels he was pulled a bit. Owen Murphy's definitely fouled him there. And Tony Brown, I think, hung out of him. But, you know, a little push in the back there from Declan Prendergast.
Loose play. Michael Brickwalsh has surged from centre back on many occasions in the second half to Seamus Prendergast. Is that a great strike? What about a strike like that from Seamus Prendergast? His 3rd point in the game. Again, he got the pass from Michael Brickwalsh. And if you ever want to see him with a victory, what about this for a score, Donald?
What a catch there. And he's done this for Waterford many times coming into the closing stages. Fantastic worker and a great player. And here's another one.
Strikes it in. Magnificent! Absolutely class! They say form is temporary, but class is permanent. And Seamus Prendergast has shown us here today what class is all about. He's had 4 points in the game, but what about this? Just inside a half a line, and he strikes it cleanly. And Brian Murray did everything, but couldn't stop it go over the bar. Prendergast into space is picked up here by Jack Kennedy off the left hand, and Kennedy says to Seamus, what you can do, I can do as well. That's a fantastic point by Jack Kennedy. Last play of the game, Brian Gavin blows the whistle. This is Waterford's day. They've won this replay in Thurles. The final score, Waterford 25 points, Limerick 17.
It was different fellas got stick last week and I couldn't understand it. Like Shane O'Sullivan played alright last week and people were on his back. I think he showed him today, like Sully's a good midfielder, a good worker, you know, and you have to lay off fellas a small bit, give him a chance, you know, and you won't be good every day you go. We were okay today, we worked hard. But I know we'll still need to improve. That's been honest about it. Like we know that we're going to have to improve big time if we're to win a Munster championship.
Well, in fairness, you know, it was a good hard game. You know, it was tough exchanges there. I suppose looking at Waterford got chances and took the chances, and we were struggling with some, you know, chances that we had for the taking, but didn't go over the bar and so on. And as the game was going on, they could sense that. An experienced team can sense that, and they just moved on another gear then, and we were just, you know, on the back foot really.
Yeah, so it's Waterford's day and they are into the Munster final. Paul Flynn, you would have been pleased with that because obviously after last week there would have been a question or two about Waterford.
Yeah, Michael, it was a good win, a big improvement from last week. Obviously conditions were bad last week, but you can see there that Waterford kind of used the ball way better than Limerick. They didn't waste much ball. Both teams worked hard, and then early on in the game, John Milan was kind of the difference. Any ball he got onto, he kind of, you know, punished Limerick. But having said that, Limerick were still in it at half time, only 2 points down. But in the second half, Waterford kind of upped the gear. They didn't give the Limerick forwards much space and created a lot of space themselves. But I think the lads will know themselves that they won't get that much space every day.
Sure.
But in fairness, a win like that will lift the confidence. And
what would the view in Waterford have been during the week now about it?
People were kind of disappointed in the performance. Obviously, it was a bad match. There's no getting away from that. Like, to score 11 points is not great. I know they only conceded 1-8, but people were kind of disappointed, kind of like that Waterford didn't push on after half time when they had the lead, and and that they only scored 2 points in the second half, all from frees. But you can see Owen Kelly there today as well. Like, he will, punish if you get frees. I don't know about the haircut now, but he's very accurate with the sliotar. All right.
It'll be nice when it's finished. I'd say. It'll be nice when
he might go back
tomorrow. New style.
To us, obviously, Waterford back into a Munster final again, and that, as Paul was saying there, that'll put them back on the road, and as the manager was saying there as well.
Yeah, Davey. And as I mentioned at the start of the programme as well, Mike, it's great to see Dan Shannon back into the fray there as well. I mean, like a hurler of the year 2 years ago, I mean, doesn't become a bad player overnight, okay? I mean, he maybe had to work a bit more on his fitness and stuff like that, but he still has the ability, and he still does bring something to Waterford. And when he came on in the second half today, he did make a difference. But the man of the moment was certainly John Milan. And you're looking for improvement in players. And to me, for Milan, right, I mean, over the years we've seen him, the ball comes down on his left-hand side, and you could see all the time he's going to his left-hand side. Today, numerous occasions, he went off on the right and striking off the right-hand side, 2 or 3 points from that. Massive, massive improvement. And 7 points from play in any championship game is a great return.
And Declan Ruth, of course, we have the other Munster semi-final on tomorrow, that between Clare and Tipperary. Now, most people are expecting Tip, who are the Munster champions, of course, to win this game. How do you see it?
Well, you'd have to go with that view. I mean, they've had a severe test against Kilkenny. Obviously, it was a great game of hurling, and again against Cork, they were pushed right to the end. So they have that under their belt. Obviously, Clare had a very, very poor league campaign, relegated. So, they're going to be coming in, but then they've had a lot of time to prepare. They're coming in under the radar with not a lot to lose, because obviously everyone expects Tipperary to win. But you just feel that Tipperary will be stung a little bit by their second half performance too.
Yeah.
And they'll want to put down a marker, and they are old adversaries as well. So all that into the pot, I think they will come out on top against Clare.
All right, lads, thanks for that. Now, before we finish up here on the programme this evening, let me just give you a reminder about our coverage of tomorrow's championship action.